What if I told you that owning a shopping mall isn't really about selling clothes, food, or electronics? It's about owning real estate that prints money in a very specific and surprisingly fragile way. Today, we're breaking down the real economics behind owning a mall, how the money actually flows, why some malls make billions, and why others are being torn down. Let's get into it. At its core, a mall owner isn't a retailer, they're a landlord. The mall owner builds or buys the property, then leases space to hundreds of individual businesses. Their real product is foot traffic, attention, essentially, packaged and rented out square foot by square foot. There are two main players: the anchor tenants, big department stores or supermarkets that take up huge amounts of space, and the smaller inline tenants, the boutiques, phone shops, and food court stalls squeezed in between. Here's the twist. Anchors often pay very little rent, sometimes almost nothing. Why would a mall give away prime real estate? Because anchors pull in the crowds. The real profit comes from everyone else paying premium rent to be near that crowd. Mall income comes from four main streams. First, base rent, a fixed monthly fee per square foot. Second, and this is the clever part, percentage rent. Many tenant leases require stores to pay a cut of their actual sales once they cross a certain threshold. So if a clothing store has a great month, the mall owner shares in that success. Third, common area maintenance fees, or CAM. Tenants pay their share of cleaning, security, lighting, and upkeep of shared spaces. Fourth, additional income from parking fees, kiosk rentals, advertising space, and even charging events like fashion shows or pop-up markets. Add it all up, and a well-located mall can generate consistent, diversified income from hundreds of tiny revenue streams instead of relying on one single business. Now the expenses. Malls are expensive beasts. Property taxes alone can run into the millions annually for a large regional mall. Then there's maintenance, HVAC systems, escalators, roofing, parking lot repairs, all of which age and need constant reinvestment. Marketing costs add up too. Malls often run their own promotional campaigns to keep foot traffic high. And then there's the biggest risk, vacancy. An empty storefront doesn't just mean lost rent, it can spook other tenants and shoppers, creating a downward spiral that's brutally hard to reverse. This is why mall owners obsess over occupancy rates. A drop from 95% to 80% occupancy doesn't just mean a 15% dip in revenue. It can threaten the entire financial model of the property. Over the past decade, hundreds of American malls have closed. Online shopping is the obvious culprit, but the deeper issue is structural. Many malls were built on a single formula: big anchor stores drawing traffic for small specialty shops. When anchor stores like major department chains shut down, they trigger co-tenancy clauses, legal provisions letting other tenants reduce rent or leave entirely. Suddenly, the mall's income collapses just when maintenance costs stay exactly the same. This is why so-called dead malls spiral so quickly. The business model has almost no cushion once anchors disappear. But smart owners are adapting. Some malls are converting empty anchor spaces into apartments, offices, healthcare clinics, or even warehouses for online delivery companies. Others are leaning into experience-based tenants, trampoline parks, climbing gyms, movie theaters, things that can't be replicated online. The malls thriving today aren't just retail boxes anymore. They're becoming mixed-use hubs, blending shopping with living, working and entertainment. So owning a mall was never just about selling stuff. It's a real estate business built on foot traffic, shared risk, and constant reinvention. Which malls do you think will survive the next decade? Drop your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for more deep dives into the economics behind everyday businesses.